Full props to the ROG development team. I'm sure when they hear that Acronym has sent them another message, they go into slight panic.
When we received the design from Acronym and request to our engineering team, they didn't think that's doable.
I didn't believe it at the beginning.
The first time I saw the 3D, it's like, oh shit, what's this?
The collaboration between Republic of Gamers and Acronym came about kind of in an organic fashion. Acronym is known for doing technical apparel. With ROG, we've got a computer company that's manufacturing top-class gaming computers.
Unlike the other collaborations that pretty much just tattoos brand names onto each other's products, we feel like we want something that's really truly authentic, that really take advantage of the expertise of technical apparel as well as our expertise of building computers to truly re-innovate user experiences on the gaming laptop for customers.
We feel Acronym is really edgy and innovative, always kind of trying something really new and bold.
Bringing those two brands together is a very natural fit.
You have two companies with two different cultures, and they have to learn how to speak each other's language before they can even have a dialogue. And then once they start to have the dialogue, then new interesting subject matter comes up, and then new ideas and new results can be born.
Errolson had a very unique perspective on things. He wanted to touch them and feel them and interact with them. And until he had done that, he was really not ready to sign off on anything. He had to have it in his hands and understand all the implications of how it worked.
Usually think about gaming laptop as those clunky 15, 17-inch type of desktop replacements that weighs about 5 to 6 pounds. When we think about RMT02, we want the same performance in a small form factor without compromising all the technologies that you could have.
We thought, how can a powerful machine that's transportable be useful to people like this? And that's where the concept of the RMT02 was born.
I think rather than solving a problem, the design idea of the RMT02 seeks to make a new proposition. So we're trying to show things that have never been done before in the way of how can I, on a day-to-day level, interact with my machine or interact with the world around me together with my machine in a new way.
The thing that draws your eye to the RMT02 right off the bat is this CNC machine surface.
We wanted to use the inherent properties of the aluminum to express the aesthetic idea behind the design. You're able to see the path the machine took to make the shape. The traces of that process are the aesthetic embellishment for us.
Regular of CNC knife is too big for like this little corner, so we have to use it more tinier CNC milling bits, but it costs much more time.
One of the areas that we played around with a lot at that point was a textural quality. So we brought in Raf Rennie, who's a genius typographer and genius graphic designer from Toronto.
I remember Errolson talking to Raf, and he wanted it to be poetic. That's where the desire for organic forms came in.
I started to explore creating these more organic, rounded, flowing shape to contrast the grips and the design that we had from Phil, and also to contrast the aesthetic we see a lot from gaming computers and gaming culture.
Raf, coming from a typographic and the graphical side of things, introduced all of the sort of softer, organic, curvilinear forms. And I think it's this contrast of styles and elements that really makes the machine live and breathe, and essentially it's a sculpture.
We wanted to make sure that the design of the machine itself had its own protection system and its own carry system. We were thinking about handles, we were researching camera cages, and then from there we settled on the premise of a strap system.
The thing that characterizes Acronym design is that it really is driven by function.
So we needed someone that could make straps and test them.
Brandon Smith came into the team when we realized that designing the strap for the machine was going to be as much work as designing the machine itself.
For the last couple decades, I've been experimenting with strap systems for various uses.
The point of the strap system is to give the user as much agency as possible in the ways that they can interact with their device.
You can essentially wear the laptop in the numerous configurations. There are 4 main modes. First one is the most basic, which is called shoulder mode.
So when you are in the cafe and you are on the go, you don't have to repack them into your backpack, you just put them on your shoulder, then you can run with it.
In its most basic form, it has a briefcase strap.
You don't really need a laptop case to carry it around.
There's a producer mode that allows you to interact and have it held onto your body.
You can actually have it like flip down here. As a producer, both your hands will be free.
The 4th mode is what we call interops mode, and this allows you to interface the machine with an Acronym jacket.
We looked at product design around computers, especially portable computers, and we saw that there was normally very little focus on how it feels in the hand.
No matter where you grab it, what angle, or how you hold it, you've always got positive contact.
First thing that we want to ensure is the RMT02 builds that confidence of a user that they can take it anywhere.
A project like this is only going to be possible when you have not only that level of focus, but also that deep innate of an understanding of the goals and the requirements that it takes to make something that you can brand Acronym.
This type of innovation comes in every decade. The experience is really enjoying this learning process.